All right, guys, it is the finals, the Salamander squad versus the Bathroom Boys right here. You guys already know all the players as we've seen them several times today. Each one of them have had their own game broadcasted and streamed already. Now they're here in the finals. They get the privilege of at least getting two more games to play as the finals are a best of three. So, it's going to be the first ban. Next, we'll probably we'll see if the Kepri gets banned out or, we've got a couple bans to go, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Kepri or even a Bologna get picked out here.
I wouldn't be surprised to try to take away Bologna as well. But I've seen a prevalence of Vamana and Ao Kwong here, so I'm expecting both of them to, if not be banned, be picked up immediately. Especially
Robin's still getting Robin's still getting banned out, which is highly respect. That character has a stun. His Piranha Punch now does damage. It doesn't matter about the stacks. So he's become a little bit of a different character and does pretty good work. Salamander squad, even having first pick, opt to go ahead and ban the Kepri, meaning they don't want to really deal with it and they're not really valuing that pick. Maybe going to go a little bit towards something CC heavy oriented like the Athena for the first pick, or possibly something that's going to cleanse the CC and be a counter initiation like the Geb. But Ao Kwong, Bathroom Boy, is going to go ahead and get rid of that.
I'd imagine we're going to see a Chiron picked up fairly early here, or like you said, the Geb for the CC cleanse, and some kind of potential power pick here. But instead, it's Athena for that engage tool.
Yeah, it's going to be the taunt right there. There's the Chiron, and this is where you're going to see maybe that Geb also grab just to counter the Athena here at this point in time. But Giannis is open and available, so that's going to be big news for the Bathroom Boys as they'll have a lot of global presence with that to be able to counter the Athena rotations. We'll see what the next picks are as iFates will have his selection. No Ao Kwong available for him to grab for the jungle. We'll see if he decides to go with something like the Thor, or even we've seen like really these pretty heavy assassins in a sense, like these guys that are like going in there hyper carrying like Arachnes and the Mercuries are supposed to be there as well, but we might see something tankier like the Thor.
I'd imagine we'd see either a Thor or a Fenrir here if we don't see something like an Arachne or a Mercury. So I mean, Bots is also on the table, provides a lot of crowd control. Instead, they're just gonna hold out on this most likely and look towards they're currently hovering over their ADC and mid laner. There we go, locked in Huyi and Isis, mid and ADC, and a lot of damage available to them already.
So, again, this is where the new picks and ban strategy comes into play. So, Fado's going to go ahead and get this third pick, and then there's going to be two more bans versus three. Now that the support's going to get picked up right here, band-aids are going to come out. They know they need a jungler. Don't be surprised to see something like the Hoombots that's teamfight oriented. Don't see something like the Fenrir go ahead and get banned out because you don't want to get brutalized into like a stun of an Isis or taunted or anything like that. There's the Hoombots ban, and on the other side, Salamander Squad realizes, hey, they need a jungler. We can keep getting rid of more junglers if we want to and really see how deep their god pool is if they want to. So this is like where the bands can get kind of interesting is if they both don't have it. But Vamana, it's a pretty good band right there as Vamana's been pretty crazy in these games from what we've seen.
And Dante LaFargo, you said he had a very amazing match in one of the first matches of the night. And, well, in his previous game, he put up a pretty good show versus Bot Empire as well. So I think I'm on board with them going ahead and banning out the Vamana as one of their bans here. And now I still think we're going to see another jungle ban come through here because not many solo lanes I'd give much more consideration to banning unless they really want to ban on the Bologna.
You still got Bologna. I was going to say Bologna. Osiris is available. There's the Thor going to get banned out. So they're going to eliminate some of the global presence. Again, here's another ban. We'll see if the Bologna gets banned out here for them. Yeah, there it is. Again, this is where I like this new banning thing because like literally one side was like Salamander Squad was like they need a solo laner. Let's try to ban out Fargo. Bathroom Boys were like, they need a jungler, let's try to ban out iFates. And it was like, these are direct bans toward those players in a sense to go ahead and, see where their god pool's out. So now iFates is going to be limited, and I say limited to something like a Mercury, or a Fenrir pickup, which is not limiting at all, but it's let's see if it's in his wheelhouse.
It's deeper into his pool than most people are used to here, but Fenrir going to be hovering over the Bathroom Boys, most likely locked in for them. As that still fills that role of the bruisery kind of engaged jungler that they might want. And I'd like to see Bathroom Boys have another line of engage. So there we go. Locked in. Also works that flex pick for the solo lane if they want to. So all in all, not a bad lock-in at all. And now Salamander Squad, got to put some thought here. Ratatasker hovered on.
Ratatasker! Ooh, okay. Ratatasker is with Emerald Acorn. He's very, very potent with the fact that he can heal. Guan Yu going to give us some more healing. This is a very healing-based composition. Curses are going to be aplenty on the other side if they end up blocking this in right here, along with anti-heals. Actually, that's not Ratatasker. If you see that skin, that's actually Fenrir 2.0. Like that's actually just baby Fenrir. That's
I
this
mean,
is so.
they released Fenrir.
They re-released Fenrir, but Mercury actually seems to be maybe the choice right here for iFades. Kali, okay. We're hovering over different things. It looks like Kali is going to be the choice. All right, I respect the Kali. Kali
Fun
very
story.
potent. Yeah.
I got completely destroyed by a Kali recently in this current pack. Fatalis, move speed, and chin size. Impossible to get rid of, difficult to deal with, and that
Oh, and
steroid
Stonecutter,
makes
and
her a
like
complete pain.
yeah,
Yeah, and Stonecutter. Yeah,
yeah,
it's disgusting right now.
yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. As we do see the tier possibly getting locked in and hovered over, that will be for Fargo, and we'll see if that ends up getting locked in. Has a good matchup right there. I don't enjoy it too much versus the Guan Yu, but it does work out pretty well as he can typically fearless the wave, and he won't really be able to heal that wave back up. So we'll see if this gets locked in right now. There's still options available. Oh, okay. A Wheelix is a little bit of a shocking pick right here, but all right, they're going to lock in the Wheelix, and they're going to go with the combination of the Geb Wheelix pull. So they're going to go ahead and try this out for round one.
They're gonna try this one here. I mean, it can still work as a Wheelix still works that high burst kind of jungler. I'm interested to see how she plays out with some of the new items, to be honest. But losing a lot of that CDR could be difficult for her to deal with, all in all. But I don't know. How do you feel about it, Freight?
I think we're just going to have to let the match speak for itself. If the combination works as far as the brutal or as far as the pull into the knockup for a Geb, then you're looking at something great. If otherwise, you're looking at getting completely shut down. But we'll let the game speak for itself as the games get ready to start here in a little bit, guys. We'll be right back with the first round of the finals. right, guys, it is the finals for Friday Night Smite right now. So, I have an interesting story to tell chat if they would like to hear it. I want to know if everyone wants to hear the interesting story, and it has to do with the Bathroom Boys. So, if you would like to hear the story about Bathroom Boys, please let me know in some sort of fashion in the chats. Tell me you want to hear the story as this regards to the name of these gentlemen. Otherwise, we're not going to tell the story, but I would like to tell
I'm
it because it's kind of
curious
funny.
now too.
Yeah, you're curious.
I'm curious about the story now too.
It's a good little story as we're going to see some wards placed out here in the beginning of the game. Pings coming out. Everyone's knowing that the wards are going down and about. See what happens. So Dante. Oh, actually, this is going to be. Okay, so it is going to be the jungle of Wheelix and it's going to be the solo Fenrir. All right, I thought it was going to be the solo Wheelix for a second, but yeah, I mean it does make more sense for the jungler Panda Turtle to be on that Wheelix right there.
And it's gonna still have the same problem here. Wheelix might suffer from those nerf CDR items, so he's gonna have to put a little bit more effort in needing that cap on CDR, a little more money into it, and she's not gonna get those pulls off as consistently, but still, she is still a Wheelix, and she still should work out fine here, as we really were pulled down to some of the lower tier junglers at the end of this.
I'm laughing. I'm getting yelled at right now for forgetting to take the screenshot as we were having a conversation about something else and I forgot to take a screenshot for the Pix and Ban. So fail on me as again we'll see. This is the start we've been seeing a lot of is the back harpies in the mid harpies or the red buff being taken, especially by these potent clears that they have available in like the mid lane, like the Isis. So my boss is yelling at me for not taking a screenshot. Apologies about that, as we have Panda Turtle in the mid lane, who's trying to sit there and feather step over some minions to get the clear and get early little harpies. Actually, the right hand harpies did go down. So yeah, a couple different starts, as you said. Everyone's just kind of feeling these starts out.
I mean, this is one of the first few tournaments of the season. This is where all the players are like, okay, what can we do? What are some weird strategies we can try? What's even the best start right now? There's still a lot of theory crafting and just general practice to be done around the season here, and I think we're going to see the Harpy split 1-1 in that camp.
Yeah, definitely going to see 1-1 right there. I was pretty sure I did take that screenshot as well. I thought I did. I thought I was like, you know what, let's take the screenshot. I thought I did take the screen. I might have just closed it out of the Geyzo. Maybe I did take it and I just like closed it because I was like, what do I? Oh, this is an old one. So I'm going to say I did do my job and I just forgot to post the link. But that's still part of my job, so fails. It looks like no one wants to hear the Bathroom Boys story. I kind of feel bad. I'm still going to tell this story anyways in a little bit here. Yeah, if there's a lull in time right here as Fargo's going to take a little bit of poke. He took a tower shot. Kind of sucks right there, but he'll be all right as mid lane. So, quick story while there's no action going on. Bathroom Boys. How they got their name, if you're all curious, as that's a wonderful name. Apparently, their ADC, Mr. Fado right here, hanging out on the Chiron, who's last taking the wave right now. They were playing some H1Z1, the boys, and they were all hanging out. And all of a sudden, Fatal decided to open up a bathroom door with 5 members sitting in there with shotguns, and they just decided to kill Fatal. So from there on, they were known as the Bathroom Boys. So a little remembrance to the H1Z1 Battle Royales and everything going on as Fatal got blasted in the face by 5 shotgun members sitting in the bathroom.
Sounds like you made a fatal mistake opening that bathroom door.
Ooh, there's the Souza puns that we all love and miss. If you haven't noticed the Souza puns as we're in this pause by Sops as Fargo has DC'd, he made several in the last game were pretty damn funny. I was laughing at it while he was going on, but hopefully everyone else picked up on it. I noticed them. I love Souza and his puns. They're always like so. They're just right there on. I don't know. I'm not good at just making. I actually got 2 DCs. Orphan and Fargo have DC'd. Just play it 4-on-4. Why are we pausing, guys? Let's go. Just 4-on-4. Yeah, we're good.
Pretty severe lag right now for some of the players, so we're seeing a pause come up for both teams. I don't believe we have a length in this one yet, though.
Yeah, nothing right now. We'll see what's going on here. It looks like I'm getting the type 2 at this moment in time, and we see about 2 minutes right here. Okay, so we got a couple minutes right here, guys. Other than that, we'll just really don't know what else to talk about. We'll take a quick pause. Since I have nothing else going on, it's the beginning of the game. I already told my story, and that was going to take my remainder of my time. I'll just go ahead and hit the pause screen, get you guys some music, and we'll be right back as soon as the game gets unpaused. Alrighty, guys, and we're back as Orphan has decided to connect back into the game, and so did Dante LaFargo. I like that name. It's a cool name, as I said earlier. So, different.
Yeah, pretty good name. Pretty good name. But his Vamana play is what stands out more. It's called Dante LaVamana.
Dante LaVamana, yeah, it should be right there, rank 10. Sop's going to take a little bit of poke from the training exercise right there. Fatal and Psychosis doing pretty good. You know, they're pretty much pure health right there. That's the thing about, like, see Chiron right there. One auto attack, hit the wave, be able to hit your 2, poke main big minions, and then poke the ADC as well. I mean, so it really works out pretty well. No real action going on. No first blood attempt just yet, as we do have a Kali rotating over to the left-hand side by these Harpies. She is level 5. I don't know who the target is right now. We'll find out here in a little bit, if at all possible, but it does look like Psychosis and them are going to have to back up, as this is a 3-man rotation with... But they do have backup. 2-man talk going to connect. Kali's going to jump in right now. There goes the ultimate coming out. Sunbreakers. Psychosis isn't 5. There goes a rollout. Oh, end up getting the kill is Sops right there over the top of the wall with the dive bomb. That's going to be the first blood.
And unfortunately, Panda Turtle couldn't find his way over. And right now, Shadow Chair sits 2 levels down on Shape. Actually, they're starting up the Gold Fury Freight. They don't know what's happening inside of Bathroom Boys. This could get very, very bad very, very quickly, as Bathroom Boys have no idea what's going on right now. Salamander Squad got
this just isn't worth a lot, though. This at 3 minutes in the game, this to me is like, okay, cool, you got this. It's not that big of a deal. We're gonna take a look right now. They ended up getting, they went 14,000 and change. I think they were like 14-1, almost 14-2 to like 14-9 after the Gold Fury went up. So they got like 500 gold as a team. You know, it's 100 more gold per player.
How little investment it took right there. It's the same thing.
At the same time, I guess they didn't lose anybody for it, which wasn't too bad. But, you know, Bathroom Boys aren't going to be looking like, oh my god, we just lost Gold Fury, we're terrible. But, I mean, they First Blood hurt, Gold Fury hurts right there afterwards. They're going to be down about 1,500 gold and about 2,000 experience. We'll see if they can end up making this up in farm in general, if they can get some camps on the back end of things. But, hey, without Gold Fury on the map, all that means is that they're able to rotate more and not get penalized for it.
And really, that just means, like I said, it's just going to mean they can get around the map easier. But Salamander Squad do have that nice little boost to kick off the game. They've got that small little advantage going for them, and as long as they can hold on to it, which they should be able to, they should be able to start translating it later and later into the game. Also, they're going to have access to that timer quite easily as well.
That's the positive thing. If you're Salamander Squad, you took it at 3 minutes. You know it's going to be up around the 8-minute mark and some change right there. You'll be able to go ahead and get that back up and running so you can have vision on it at the right time. So you don't need to waste money on wards, whereas obviously Bathroom Boys are probably going to have to throw a ward out a little earlier, and then it might get countered, so then you're going to be playing this game back and forth. And, you know, it just comes into a vision game, as we have not seen the Relic Scout picked up. We're kind of seeing the standard relics here. We got a lot of purifications. We got Teleport from the Soul Landers being picked up. We got a Blink by the Geb, and then we have a Sprint by the Athena right here. So 3 purifications on both sides, then a Blink and a Sprint to really just be the differences in the support builds.
And so far, most of the differences are actually pretty small here. Both sides are starting to peel away here. Doomore picked up by both mid laners, and Sheikah still holds a pretty solid advantage over his counterpart right now, holding a level up and a couple of stacks with Doom Orb up on his counterpart right now.
Yeah, 300 gold, a couple of stacks in the Doom Orb. I'm not really too sure where that all came from, but I mean, obviously the Gold Fury helped him finish out earlier. That's where that ended up coming from.
He had the XP lead before the Gold Fury as
well. Athena's ulting on the right lane with another cavalry charge as well. Fargo's, big damage coming out. Ends up eating Orphan right there. Final Case taking the tower. Fargo gets out of the situation. Final K is in trouble as another talk comes through, though. Shadow Chair cleans up one. Orphan ends up going to take out Fargo. Cataclysm does come out. Fates is going to be eliminated. Didn't even get a chance to pop the ultimate. Feather Step is, or not Feather Step, there goes the Gravity Surge to be popped out, and well, everyone will hang out inside the Isis Circle of Protection to get healed back up in the portal, and we're still fighting in Red's jungle.
They're still what a stun. He's trying to find his way out of some, but he's going to get slowed down quite a bit as well from the threshold. Panda Turtle finds the kill there, and Bathroom Boy strike back quite hard there, actually. Going to clear out the Fire Elemental standing strong right there, and Salamander just overcommitted a bit to that dive right there.
It was very, very deep right there was that, as Psychosis is going to take a Spirit Ball. Not too bad. He's hanging out there. We'll take a look in the Soul Lane as the ultimate got used. Sops in a 1v1 scenario versus Fatal. Ooh, misses the Ricochet. Try to get a trick bounce going on. Just look left. Try to get it going, but didn't end up getting anything. Half HP versus full HP, and Sops is looking for help. Ping comes out. That's where he's at. Located. Mark's going to be there. Oh, he got the double bounce on him that time, though. Is the surging exercises. Centauri is going to be popped out. Ooh, only 2 out of 3 snipes. Hits the 2 Centaur. Oh, man. Now Fatal's in trouble here. Can iFate secure it as the question silence comes out? Doesn't matter, but Fates will get the kill as Fatal extended himself a little bit too far on top of the other ADC. And Sops escapes with literally 6, well, he's at 6 HP because he just took a tower shot or archer shot, but whew.
Yeah, close calls across the board there, and Salamander squad come out with the lead at the end of the fight right. All in all, 4-3 is now the kill count. XP difference still bouncing up and down, but is sitting in favor of Salamander squad still and climbing quite high right now. Gold difference, same thing, and Sop backs off, hanging on quite nicely to that life.
Yeah, you don't want this. Kali's got 2 kills already. Like this is not good. 4,900 gold. This is the highest farm player on your team. It's a Kali at 5k gold right now, and we're sitting at like 7 minutes in the game, just under 8 now. That's not what you want to see if you're Bathroom Boys at all. This Kali can just be rambunctious and just be going along. You don't have very tanky targets. You have a Geb, you have the Fenrir, which can build tanky, but it's, really not a pure tank, honestly, obviously. Then you got a Wheelix, Giannis, and Chiron, and Kali's just going to shred them apart.
Especially with all the items that provide so much true damage, so much shred right now. She has access to a Stonecutter's Blade if she wants to. Going for the Fatalis right now. I'm expecting that, and a close purification actually from Shaco right there.
Ooh, and I got that just popped out. As that's going to be 160 seconds down. Purification is going to be used right there just to sit there and save the life of the mid laner, and that's going to be down. They got to be aware of it. I mean, the thing is, like, they don't have a lot of hard CC on the side of Bathroom Boys. I mean, they got the Fenrir ultimate, Feather Steps a root, Giannis has the banish, and then there's really an ultimate from Psychosis. That's really what it comes down to, and that's really going to be it. So the beads down, they really got to take advantage of this and make sure they get a whole combination of CC on this character.
And like I said, they just don't have the hard crowd control compared to Salamander Squad. Whereas Salamander Squad, looking at their composition alone, you've got a taunt from Athena, you have the slow from her dash, you've got Sops with the Mark of the Golden Crow stun, although a bit harder to hit. You have Shaco with the Spirit Ball stuns and the slow on his silence as well. And then iFates provides a very easy access stun that is also a steroid and an AoE circle. And then finally, last but not least, you've just got fine okay with the cavalry charge.
A lot of CC on Salamander Squad, and again, we've seen I think earlier in the games we saw today, there was a hard CC team that ended up losing as Fatal's going to get the shield pop out. Taunt is going to be there after the shield. Knockup's going to be good to make sure it doesn't take too much more damage. So Fatal will be in a little bit of trouble, about half HP. Doesn't have any life steal up just yet. Have to rely on that passive as his, as looks like everyone over here. Fatal will have to giddy up out of the way. Ooh. There goes that miss right there. Psychosis is now in a bad spot. Cataclysm's 3 right here. There goes Unstable Vortex. Does decent damage. iFate's forced the ultimate out. The question is, who's his target? But he's super low right now. Can they get the kill? The pull comes down, but does it? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's got the blocks, but not for long. Dante LaFargo lurking in the background will pick him up there. 2 for 2 is the count. Orphan going to be secured by Dante LaFargo. They're dragging him back into the action. But Orphan's got a way out of this one. Taunts and Dante LaFargo. They're bursting him down quite heavily. One more Spirit Ball will do it. But he's not going to worry too much about it. Target does appear to be Fenrir as Sheikah drops the explosion on his ulti right there, finishing off Fatal. And now there we go. We will see red buff secured. A 3 for 2 trade with red buff going the way of Salamander Squad.
Well, we do know, as you said, that Fargo is the target right now. That mark ends up showing up when they're pretty low right there, and Kali's still up on the board. So iFate's target is the Fenrir that's in the solo lane right now. Yeah. That's going to be important to know, obviously. Unless he dies, and then it's going to change on us. We'll see what ends up happening. But always potent to sit there and make sure that you know whose Kali target is. So,
I mean, he did kill Dante LaFargo. Dante LaFargo did kill iFate, so he has to be his target now.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he did. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. I didn't realize Fargo got the kill on the Kali, so that doesn't make sense. So, yep, that works out that way, as the Fire Elemental minions are still up hanging around. No one seems to care about these guys, though. These poor minions, these poor 3 minions right here are just they're like, yeah, we sit here, we hang out.
Unless you don't have anything better to be farming right then, they're just not, unfortunately, worth all the effort being put into them right there, unfortunately, especially without the buff being provided. It's one of those, okay, I'm here, I might as well take them sometimes, or there's no other farm really to look for on the map right now, so might as well secure them, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it's just kind of the struggle of a minion, man.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be, so the struggles of being a minion in Smite are just brutal. You just gotta sit there and get killed and then respawn and happen to do it again right there. So Athena's challenging an ult, looks like on the left-hand side. Yeah, Orphan's gonna pop down over here as the rotation occurred, but everyone else responded very quickly. Quick ward being dropped down. Fates does not have a target here, so Ultimate gonna have to be forced out probably. 2 shots. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, Yeah, Fatal couldn't hold on to that any longer. Masterful Shot only lasts, I think that mark only lasts like 2 seconds or something like that. So unable to really get that kill as iFate's ultimate would have lasted long.
At the same time, it was ult for ult, as Centaurius was needed to apply that final mark for Masterful Shot. So a decent trade for iFates right there, not losing too much, but he did have to pop that ultimate, and he'll have to be a bit more careful going into this next fight here. As Bathroom Boys seem to want to take advantage of this Centaurius. Not going to be missed too much, but that ult from Kali going to hurt a lot. Fatal, he's going to miss it though as he falls in the end. Or kiting around, he's got his blue suede shoes on, and they will do wonders for him. As
Kali had a target.
He's reset back up. And now Panda Turtle, he's the mark. He's going to fall. Leap over. Double for iFates. Looking for Shadow Chair now. If he can find the stun, it could be killed, but instead he bleeds him dry and turns on to Metempsychosis. Metempsychosis could be the third victim, but it's Orphan's kill. And now Bathroom Boys on the run. They're going to struggle here as iFates will just get healed up and walk away from this one.
Go Fury. Rip Sops. Gold Fury.
Holds on to that heal a little bit too long. Gold Fury also gets reset there. Sheikah in danger of dying.
Oh, Shadow Chair's here.
They got to be careful. He doesn't have his
too far away.
Got a lot of damage, and it's too far, unfortunately.
Yeah, a little bit too far away on the unstable vortex, but that positioning was pretty much where he had to be. Any closer and he might die. Bates is hanging around the corner. Is this his target is the question? Shadow Chair rips him apart. iFates jumps in and eats an unstable vortex to the face.
I mean, Shadow Chair simply said, sit down, and down he went. iFates not going to struggle against his fate for much longer now. A Salamander squad still hold the advantage. Now, going back to the graphs, the gold difference has progressed up to about 4.5 thousand experience, now sitting around 6,000 differential. So, although Shadow Chair got the return kill, it's not going to mean too much, unfortunately.
No, I mean, it's not. I mean, 4,400 gold, 5,000 experience. That's the first one we're talking about. That was around 13 minutes and change. That's a second Gold Fury again because the first one was so early on. This is again that's the Gold Furies that you need. You need to win those Gold Fury fights, man. You can't give up those ones. This is just a pattern that I've seen in Friday Night Smite. Just being a caster, able to like watch everything that happens. It just seems that if you get that second/third Gold Fury around this time frame, your team is really able to snowball that lead because the value of Gold Fury is worth so much, and obviously the kills and the death timers of other players are worth so much at this point in time that you really are able to get so much more farm on the map and extend your lead so easily and quickly. So this is dangerous for Bathroom Boys. Fatal and the rest of the boys are gonna have to turn it back up and see what they can do. I don't really see this Wheelix combination falling into fruition too much right now as the taunt's going to come out on top of Fargo. He's in a 3v1 scenario. Forced out the Ragnarok just to see if he can get out. He's going to leap out of there. A lot of ultimates are going to be used on top of him. Cavalry charge. The chase is on, and Fargo is not going to fall yet. And Fino K now is in a bad spot between the tier 2 tower.
Except this time he's got teammates to back him up. He's going to actually get blocked by a quick shot from Shadow Share. Shadow Share playing out of his mind right now with these portals does save the life of Panda Turtle right there. And Panda Turtle not going to be too displeased about that one. Cataclysm in.
Oh, Sheikah racist Panda.
Because Sheikah simply stepped to the side and set things up, knocking them all down. A Shadow Chair is the target's iFates trying to shred him down. Goes into the ultimate. Shadow Chair simply baits him right next to the wall. Now Fatal about to get Athena dropped on top of him. Does Sanctuary away. But iFates heals off him with a quick leap. Dante LaFar doing what he can to survive, but he's trapped in a 5-man gank squad right there as Bathroom Boy. They're on the run right here. It seems like
I don't
triggered by this right here.
I'm tilted.
5-man gank squad.
I'm tilted and I'm not even playing. That's how tilted I am. Like that right there was again, just in my opinion, IMO right here. Like that was a fight that should have went Bathroom Boys' way right there, as Shadow Chair is doing everything he can to try to keep this tower up and alive, and, well, it looks like they'll at least keep the tier 2 up for now. They're trying to go for Sops on this end of things. We'll see what happens as rest of his team is there. Sops is going to get away. I can't. It's just like
gotta be hurting right now.
Just in your head, it's just so tough to sit there and fall. Shadow Chair takes a big chunk of damage right now. Oh, I know the Kali wants it. That's the target right there. Shield comes out. Doesn't matter. Tier 2 is under attack right now. Orphan's still tanking it. Had to use the Cavalry charge to get away. Spirit Balls is going to be used to disengage. And at this point in time, everyone on Blue's backing. But that started off because Fargo was in a bad spot near Fire Giant, found 3, Ragnaroked around. Then all of a sudden, a quick recap. Here goes Guan Yu passing the tier 2 right over here. Survives. Goes back around to this corner right here. Able to still get there. And then more kills come out as the whole blue. Like you said, the police came. The whole gang squad were like, oh, we're here. Let's go. DEA's knocking at the door. We're like, yo, what's going on? Like, I mean, they were there.
Basically, it was Fatal's flash, like, perfect nightmare where walks into the room, 5 guys with shotguns. I mean, it's got to be like a major flashback trigger for Fatal right there.
Fatal DCs, hopefully we'll see if this pause comes out here to get him back in. But yeah, I did tell that story about Bathroom Boys, and it did feel like that right there as respect coming out right here. No combat going to be initiated. Can't pause when you're in combat. Panda Turtle and the rest of the guys know. I think everyone on the left is just kind of waiting as well. I think the pause will be coming out here soon. I would think.
It should be coming out any minute now, and it looks to be a short pause from what we're seeing here. They're going to go back into a bit of farming here. It looks like Bathroom Boys are kind of waiting around, seeing as he might come back soon, but I think it's one of those like, oh yeah, I'll be back soon, and then it turns out 5 minutes later, I'm back.
Well, let's be realistic. We all know how Smite is to launch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah,
like we've all.
Be difficult to launch.
Sometimes you're sitting there, you launch Smite, and all of a sudden it takes 5 seconds. But most of the time, when you launch Smite, it takes 5 years. It's one of the only games that takes me forever. Like I forgot. I was like, did I not click on Smite? What am I doing? I forgot. I'm sitting here like on Twitter, going, oh yeah, look at all this. Look at the cool little cat pictures, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I was trying to load Smite up, an hour ago, and that ends up happening. It looks like they're not gonna. Okay, so Fatal comes back. Actually. Fatal comes back and Fargo DCs. I don't know if there's a lot of ping issues going on the server. Again, Smite servers can be iffy with some people.
So, ping issues earlier, so
yeah. And now Sops is DC'd
across the board.
Yeah, now Sops is DC'd as well as the ADC. So it looks like this just might be one of the server times that are kind of messing up the players. So maybe again. We can't really, say what's going on. Maybe some things that are happening are just the ping issues. They're dealing with high ping and not able to really get back into the game and the rhythm are Bathroom Boys possibly. But maybe Salamander Squad, again, Orphan and Sops have DC'd as well. So maybe the servers are just kind of taking a little bit of a break right now.
I mean, it hurts, but it is the way things tend to go sometimes. Both sides, like I said, did mention there were some lag issues going on earlier on in the game. And we can definitely see it right now with several DCs back to back to back. And I'd imagine a few restarts as well if the lag was actually that bad.
Well, we're going to take a quick short break, guys. We're going to let Sops get back into the match, and we're going to see what's going on here. And hopefully we'll end up finishing this game up here soon and shortly. And then we'll bring you the second game of the best-of-3 finals. Right now, again, quick recap. Salamander Squad is up 14-7. Up about, where we're looking at, about 6,000 gold and 10,000 experience. And we'll be right back shortly. All right, and yeah, it was a pretty short little break, as I said. I didn't think it was going to be too long. We just had to wait for all the players to reconnect. Yeah, there might be some ping issues. Centaurus is going to come out, hits a couple of shots. Not really going to matter, though, and Circle of Protection going to be used right here as this mid tower is going to be the objective of choice. Nice use of the Banish Portal combination right there into the Unstable Vortex. But, oh my gosh, did Sheikah Aegis? Sanctuary was used to pop away from the ultimate. That's why she survived right there. Shadow Chair is deep. Eye Fates falls right there as he uses his Sanctuary as well to make sure that he can't get the beat, because he is the target right now, I believe. Big Spirit Ball, though, comes out. This team fight is insane. Fatal finds a double kill right now. Can they turn this around? Bathroom Boys are doing everything they can. Fatal is working it.
Fatal is definitely showing up big in this fight. Found the double kill. And that was the perfect fight for Bathroom Boys. Managed to push Salamander Squad back, get a nice little advantage off the end of that one, and now they're moving towards an objective as quickly as they can. They don't want to let this opportunity go to waste, but unfortunately, Orphan and Sop right around the corner. They've got to play very, very safe here. As Fine OK can join the party quickly as well. 3-man taunt doing a lot of damage here. Bound, not quite moving anywhere, but Metempsychosis still going to get shredded in the meat grinder right there as Fatal doing what he can, going toe-to-toe with Sops. This is going to be a close call. The slow will be more than enough. Taunt in, as we will see Dante Lafarge showing up, dropping some pressure. He did brutalize on through his target. His cavalry charge goes on through. Fatal, stunned out. Fatal, gonna get demolished right there by Fine OK. As we'll see the through space and time connect onto Orphan right there. But Sops needs to play it safe. Dodges away from the Vortex, trying to go over the top, but he's got nowhere to run. Dante Lafargo going to brutalize him for the kill. As now Dante Lafargo is the one said if iFates can get it, they can push on through. There we go. Looking for Shadow Chair now, but Shadow Chair through the wall out the back. And now Gold Fury fully exposed should Salamander Squad want it instead. And Bathroom Boys, unfortunately, weren't able to claim a prize off the back of that and end up losing the tail end of this fight.
Yeah, I mean, that was just they went to go for their objective, as you said. They wanted to get there as quickly as possible. They had a small advantage, and that small advantage ended up just getting turned around because, again, this CC composition that they have, big damage. There goes the knockup combination. iFates might be in trouble. He's going to have to, circle of protection going to be used. Big heal might be incoming. There it is. Oh, man. iFates goes from no HP to half his HP right back from there as Fine OK's Guan Yu heals on top of the circle of protection. Is there a meditation? Did I just see meditation get popped? Guan Yu has meditation. There it is. All of a sudden, there was another big bounce. I mean, meditation is a very potent item, but Fatal doesn't care about meditation. He's going to be true on his shots for the Centaurius form, and this Gold Fury fight is still going on.
And it's been a game of snipes that have decided it so far. As now Sop rejoining the party as well. Hunters ready to make their marks on this fight, and Dante, he's going to get marked out there as he leaps over the top. Now we're going to see him grab his target. Sop forced up in the air. Fatal is going to fall as the Athena crash lands for the shot and the kill. Dante Lafargo now doing what he can to juke about and dodge around. He finds a way out the back here as the red camp will join on his side and in his favor. Shadow Chain will be forced away as Sheikah takes a heal from Guan Yu for now, and things keep going fine okay for that. As Orphan needs to back away from this one, but they're trying to zone Panda Turtle and friends away from the action, whilst the rest of their team does try to put the screws to the Gold Fury. But they've decided it's time to back off a bit, regroup.
And that objective is like death right now. You go to the Gold Fury, you die. Everyone that's gone up to the Gold Fury has just been eliminated in a race right now. So, I mean, let's be obvious here. The major issue is there's a 7-5 Kali versus a 2-4 Wheelix in the jungle. You can see the comparison right there. There's the build we're talking about. There's the Hasten Fatalis into an Ichabod. This Ichabod will probably get sold into something else a little bit later on. Into the Kins right there. This is going to be a Stone Cutting Sword from the 1,000-fold blade. Stone Cutting Sword, for all that don't know, is going to give you 30, is going to remove up to 30 physical protections from your opponent while giving you those 30 physical protections as well. So that's going to help out the Kali, especially trying to get her mark on these tankier targets like the Fenrir or like the Geb if it ends up being one of her targets. So right now, Kali seems to be the biggest issue in these fights. Guan Yu's heals able to keep her up. Circle of protections. I mean, Salamander Squad is playing the composition very, very well. They're taunting. They're able to get all the CC out they need. They're able to eliminate one target or two, and then they're able to keep on rolling. And if Fates ever seems to get in trouble, he's able to ult. He's got a Guan Yu to help him out, and he's got a Isis to help him out, and he's got a meditation on the Guan to help him out.
It just seems to be that they've got plan after plan after plan. They've got multiple layers of possibilities to work for the team. It's Dante Lafargo. He leaps wrong place, wrong time, in the wrong neighborhood entirely. Fine, okay, secures that, but the Gold Fury is being started, and it looks like Salamander Squad.
Well, they'll do Fire Giant.
Bigger fish. They've got bigger fish to fry. You can have the Gold Fury.
They know, yeah. Psychosis knows what's going on. He's trying to roll out as far as best he can, and there goes the Giannis ultimate. Is it going to connect? Yeah, it's going to be a little bit. Circle protection is going to get popped. Here we go. This is going to be a question of who gets it first. Bathroom Boys get it. Oh, the Bathroom Boys stole it. They stole it with Unstable Vortex. On an amazing steal. Now Fatal's fighting. Sheikah's in trouble. He's going to be over there on the backside. Can they jump over is the question. Wheelix is marked right now. Sops is the one that's getting chased down. Attacks are true. Shadow cleans that up right now, and they're going to be able to turn that around. They get 2 out of there. They get gold. They ult over. Shadow Chair gets the Fire Giant with Unstable Vortex. What a play.
I think for that play alone, Shadow Chair has earned his MVP title.
That play is getting highlighted as the play of the night. I don't care who wins who. Normally, I try to give the MVP of the night, like the play of the night. I don't care what happens. Shadow Chair in my heart is MVP just for that play. That was unreal as Fatal's going to be forced back to get out of this situation. Fire Giant buff is still standing on him. Fargo's going to go ahead and pull out one. Sheikah had to force out the beads right now. Spirit Ball is going to connect into the taunt. No one gets knocked up by the Wheelix pull. She's going to have to bounce out of here. Fargo's Bulwark is on lock right now. There goes a stun. Never mind, into the portal. Two-man stun, though. The knockup's going to be good. On top of the ultimate by Fine OK into another taunt. Not going to connect, though. And now Guan Yu is still going, but here goes iFates into it. Shadow has to sit there and Aegis out. Woo!
And here's another good thing that's going for the way of Bathroom. Before they got the Fire Giant as well, they took Gold Fury too. They got in, they took Gold Fury.
That was huge.
Fire Giant, and all in that span of time, they took everything on the map, objective-wise, save for towers. And
that's all they got left.
So many towers standing up.
Well, I mean, again, we're looking at a tier 1 500 gold. The tier 1 5... Whoop, that's not that tier 1. That's a bush. I went to click by the tower, and I clicked on a bush somehow. All right, that's the tier 1 right there. Then we got the tier 2 in mid going down here where we see all the camps getting down and about. But there's plenty of gold to be made up. A lot of people forget that, oh, man, we're down 5,000 gold. Man, just F6. This is done. Man, when you got 4 or 5 towers left on the board, that's 500. That's 1,000. The tier 2s are worth 1,500 apiece. That right there alone is 4,500 gold. You can easily make up the gold differential right here and now with the fact that you've got a Fire Giant buff and Siege. It's just going to be up to them to sit there and make the right call of where to Siege. Well, they're grouping right now in mid, and it looks like they want this tier 2. That looks to be the call.
I mean, they can take it right here, and taking away this mid-tier 2 will provide a lot of solid map pressure. Sops actually pulled away here, does manage to leap away just in time as Panda Turtle is forcing him over the wall. Almost gets tagged by that last shot of Centaurus. Masterful shot, not going to be enough, but well, they put the pressure down, and they forced him away. Now they can...
Oh, counter blink on Geb.
Yeah, Cataclysm doing work here, right inside circle protection, too. We're going to see Dante LaFargo getting ripped to shred, but he brings down a victim first. Panda Turtle takes out Shake. As now Shadow Chair actually the first to fall. They're taking out the heaviest damage here as quick as they can. Lockdown with iFates and friends. iFates is not going to get the kill, but instead it's Orphan, the support. Double kill right there. Dante LaFargo trying to stay alive, buying time for his team as Panda Turtle, last man standing. Orphan throws the spear, looking for the support triple, but instead it's iFates who steals it away right there. Taunt in on the Metempsychosis. Dante LaFargo in the background being chased down with Mark of the Golden Crow on as iFates finds a double. The Deicide coming out here. We will see Dante LaFargo be the only one to escape. A Salamander squad showing, even with Fire Giant stole, even with that good play from Bathroom Boy, they're nowhere near done. And they can't be stopped so easily as the Deicide comes through finally. Sops claims Dante LaFargo for the final victim. This is a guaranteed Phoenix.
You know what happened there is they decided to go mid Phoenix or mid tower, and that was, I said it's up to them where they go, and that's their choice. I guess mid tower was the wrong area. Maybe they should have worked on the solo lane. Maybe they should have sat there and worked on the duo lane side. But instead, they're going to end up falling right there at the tier 2 in the mid lane, which was a great defensive hold. Again, with all that CC that Salamander squad has, you know, even with the Fire Giant, they weren't able to get out of it. They've only got one Geb shield for cleanses. You know, yeah, Fatal can cleanse, but he needs to do damage at the same time. So, you know, a lot of the times you're looking for that. Another taunt comes out. Orphan has been on top of these taunts, but not really going to matter. He should be able to get out of here pretty safe and soundly as, well, Fire Giant's not going to be up for about another 50 seconds or so. Not only do they... So they lost Fire Giant, but... They lost Gold Fury, and it seemed like they were going to be down and out. It's like all of a sudden, wow, okay, here comes the comeback from the Bathroom Boys. And, well, they just turned it around. They were like, yeah, we'll take your Phoenix. It's cool. We'll eliminate you with Fire Giant. We'll deicide you, and we'll probably just set up for the next FG.
Yeah, and that's exactly the call to go for here, I feel, as Bathroom Boys, even with that, they've shown strong mechanical play across the board and strong individual play, but unfortunately for them, Salamander Squad just have such impressive team play in their combos here. iFates going to town on Panda Turtle right there. Will get grabbed inside of his own ulti right there, so he's going to take a lot of pressure right there, but he gets healed right back up by circle protection from Isis, and he's going to stand strong there with Sops to back him up and hand off an ultimate to zone people away with that Sunbreaker.
You know, it's still not necessarily time to look at game 2. You know, there's still an opportunity for Bathroom Boys to sit there and come back, as Fato's going to be split pushing right now. This is kind of what needs to happen at this point in time. The whole team's over there. He has to be aware. He should be able to get this tower pretty quickly right now. We'll see how well he can do. He has to hope for his team to be able to defend this Fire Giant as a 4v5. If Fato can keep the split push going and at least get a Phoenix back in return, they should be okay. Shadow's going to find iFates. That's big. That's a big damage gone right there. And CC, no respawns available for you, iFates, as you're going to be down and out. Fargo's in trouble right now. Teleport is down. He's about a half HP. He's trying to lifesteal back. Psychosis at about a quarter HP left right now. And Sops, the split push is still on, but Guan Yu has emerged right there to stop Fatal from pushing all the way. So now it's a 4v4 and everyone else is backing up. And Fatal is actually losing this engagement, but he's going to giddy up out of here. And, well, that's a win right there for the boys in red as they took 2 towers in the duo lane for free.
Yeah, and they got a kill at the back as well. Salamander squad had to back off of that fight as well, considering the fact that with iFix being picked off, it was a 3 versus 4, especially after sending Guan Yu over there, and there was nothing they could really do to continue fighting that one out. They're trying to set up here, and this is a little bit dirty. Sops already starting the Fire Giant. They know they just backed off, and I don't think the Bathroom Boys are aware of this right now, actually.
Oh, they're not. Shadow is actually... Shadow is over here by the XP camps. Ultimate is available, and he's going to do his red buff. He does not realize what's going on. He's portaling over here. Yeah, this is absolutely 100% going to be a big fight if they can turn this around and get this steal. There's the Giannis ultimate. He's a little bit... Oh, can he do it again? Unstable fort? Oh! I thought he almost got it. Oh, I thought...
There actually is iFix now looking to shred them down. It almost got really risky there for Salamander squad, but this time ISIS secures it in time.
Ooh, I mean, he almost did it twice. That's all I gotta say. He came close enough. He was literally a little bit short right there on the unstable vortex. He went through the portal. He tried his damnedest to get over there, but wasn't able to do it. So Gold Fury seems to be the next objective. Ping's coming out. Looks like Blue knows exactly what's going on. It's gonna be a question of if they want to try to fight into it or not. Fates does have Fire Giant. Who's his target is the question of the day. But with Blink is down actually for about 90 seconds, so not really going to be able to get too much of an initiation. Bathroom Boys will lose Fire Giant, but they'll take the Gold Fury and a little bit of XP and try to get themselves back into this. As right now, we're looking at some fully slotted items coming online.
Yeah, and this is about the time we start seeing all the full slots come in this meta right there, especially in the increase of gold on the map. iFate's getting a little bit risky right here. Will pop his ultimate and try to just burn through Medem Psychosis' health bar, but now to no avail. He's still got that bulwark.
Centaurius not... Oh, the heal! Oh my god, the heal.
From Fine, okay.
The Guan Yu heal is able to keep Fates up and running. That's insane right there. Again, you know what? I said they needed a weakening curse. They needed a curse on the side of Bathroom Boys. There is no curse. These are all actives for defensive because they're so worried about the damage that they forgot about the simple heal right there. And honestly, it wouldn't have probably mattered. They wouldn't have really got iFates in the curse there. But a curse is something that, they only have one sprint on the side of Blue, and that's from the support. I think a curse would have been pretty helpful versus these Guan right here, and even the ISIS circle of protection heals.
Yeah, and it's just been ridiculous so far, these heals. We saw it at SWC too. The heals from Guan Yu are so deceptively consistent, and you don't really pay much attention to it. It's not the hell. It's not the big heal like Aphrodite you think it is. The fight breaks out. We're going to see a huge chunk of burst come down to the Orphan and friends. And Orphan actually getting blown up right now, but he will be healed almost back to full. Sops land in the middle of the action. He's safe and sound, though. Shadow Chair trying to find his way out. He's the target, but he can't be gotten to right there. His eye face is on the back of this one. Will just shred the Phoenix, leaving Shaker to do the work right there. Fine, okay. Keeps his team going on right there. And Salamander squad, despite taking huge bits of burst right there, are almost all back up to full health already, or at least above half now.
Yeah, I mean, the Siege is coming back on here. The left-hand side, that Fire Giant buff is definitely keeping him. Another two-man taunt's going to connect. There goes iFates over the backside. Oh, doing a lot of damage to Fatal, tearing him up right now. Going to force out the ultimate. The target we know is Shadow Chair. Not going to matter. Ultimate on top of iFates. More Centaurius shots. Again, iFates just goes in there and is just like really hoping for the best, it seems like half the time, as there is a tier 2 on the right-hand side. So they have to be careful that they don't try to go for this Phoenix. They have a little bit of map awareness right here. Again, taunts coming out. Really just need to disengage this fight right here. There's nothing they can do right here. They can continue to fight and try to win, but yeah,
they're retreating towards the tier 2 tower right now, which is exactly the call that needs to be made. They're gonna be able to secure this one quite easily with Fire Giant right now, but Bathroom Boys will be hard pressed to defend it. So I don't quite see them actually fighting this one right here. They're just gonna try to hold this last Phoenix as that third Phoenix is usually the point of no return we see from these games.
Big Cataclysm.
He spots an opportunity. A three-man Cataclysm. Dante LaFargo grabs a mark, but Shake will purification out of this one. Faith gonna be stunned out alongside Dante LaFargo.
Shadow Chair eliminates somebody with an ultimate.
Shake out really hard there. The freight train rolling on through. He's got to run for dear life, and Bathroom Boys will put up a good defense here. Might get one more kill, but so far they lost everything else.
Yeah, I mean, with only a Phoenix available, again, we're talking about really the end of the game right here at this point in time. 34 minutes in, not a lot you can do. For everyone that is kind of looking at Season 3 and some of the builds, let's take a look at least at the Guan Yu's. Got the Ani Hunter's Garb right here. Going to give you some magical protections out of combat. Has the Mantle of Discord, formerly known as the Cloak of Sorrows. Really, that the passive is very, very powerful. It's 90-second cooldown on it, but I mean, it is very effective when you're in a bad situation. You're going to be able to CC everyone out. Other than that, looking at any new items that might be purchased, we do have the Giannis that's building into an Enchanted Spear. This would lead into, if it gets long enough, into the Spear of Desolation, which is the item, again, that we've talked about a few times. Looks like the Ice is actually not electing to go into that at all. Went Ethereal Staff for the health. That did get eliminated as far as about 200 health, so it went from 600 to 400. So that received a little bit of nerf, so not as much HP. And the Soul Trap should be leading into a Soul Reaver for that big pop Spirit Ball effect right there. Other than that, just looking at the items, kind of looks like standard Season 2 stuff. Just, some of the items do different things.
So far, it seems to be built the same way right here. Is now grouped around the Fire Giant will be Salamander squad. See full builds across the board here, and this is where things get incredibly explosive. Bathroom Boys still have one item left to finish on their side, though, on almost every member. This could be the big break point. As that Fire Giant, it's burning fast. 500, 600 crits are coming on through. Dante LaFargo going in, trying to get some CC going. Fire Giant has not been leashed yet, and they want to try to burn it out maybe here. We could see another steal come on through. It's down below a quarter health here. Burning out fast. Sops needs to join the fight. So he's going to abandon ship here. Shake gets his kill, and it looks like Shadow's here going to miss his shot. Makes his way out the backside of the portal. You see iFade pick up Dante LaFargo. Peel back around to the Fire Giant. Is Sops and Fine OK? But Fine OK wants to join the fight here. As Cataclysm could change the way this one goes, but it's not even available right now. Shadow Chain has to run for dear life from iFade. Shake drops into his own ultimate for safety and will survive for now. As
iFates has been chasing. He has been chasing that kill all game from Shadow Chair. iFates has to be like, finally, I caught the Giannis. Like, he has to be so happy with that fact right there. I mean, he finally caught the Giannis. It is almost going to be, not a deicide, but 4 members down, and it looks like iFates will take down the mid-Phoenix, and that's going to end up getting ready to spawn. Surrender vote has potentially started. We'll see if it goes through or... Yeah, I mean, either way, this is more or less the end of the game. Metapsychosis is not really going to be able to clear out these fire minions right now. Fates is just kind of waiting. Panda Turtle is level 18. He's hanging out here. Left Phoenix is getting ready to spawn here in a little bit. Should start blinking here shortly, and here it is. And that's going to be taken out by Fates. It should be taken out pretty quickly, but yeah, the F6 vote does get started and ended. So, 37-minute game, boys. That's only game 1. We will see game 2 here in a little bit. Whew, that was a long one. So give the casters, me and Soza here a couple minutes to get ourselves settled back up. Give the players a couple minutes to get settled back up. And we will be right back into the action as soon as we can.